said that deserved the guy. I told him, I said to him, AKA David.
Our next stop is going to be Westminster in about 25 minutes. We've got full life-saving equipment throughout the afternoon. There's quite a few passengers pulled in the boat asking if there'd be a commentary along the way. So we're just the crew in, folks. But I'll try my best. Is that okay? Would you like the commentary? A few people will, okay. So Tower Bridge, it does open still, maybe 5 or 6 times a week. But years ago it opened every single day, about 20 times a day, as shipping came into this part of the river. Between Tower Bridge and London Bridge ahead of us, this was a very busy part of the river. Ships arriving from all over the world. But very sadly the shipping left London in the alcohol, even drugs.
Obviamente se llama London Tower porque está chiquita, pero imagínate hace 1000 años.
At the end of every month. Apparently, I've also heard that Christmas parties are quite phenomenal. And I've been after an invite for years. Famous people to work in that market: Sir Alan Sugar, Sir David Jason. So our granddads have worked in this river for many years, but he didn't know who was buying Tower Bridge. Apparently he put them on the left-hand side behind the building of a daytime street food. A lot of street food in the market. And a romantic There's 2 types of young people in the boat who like to wait. And the other people in the boat is the city of London. On the left-hand side, look to your left, there's a good side of the boat. It's called the Anchor, and it's over 400 years old. And that part, that is where I will be in about 2 hours' time when I finish work. The Anchor Tower, that is on the, we got a few birthday wishes on board. We've got Perry. It's Perry's birthday. I know you're up here somewhere. Happy birthday. We've got Dave as well. There are Perry. Give us a wave. 63 today. Happy birthday. It's a great age. And Dave as well. Dave on board his birthday. And it's also somebody else's birthday today as well. It's my birthday. Yeah. I couldn't get a day off work. I'm back to work today. But my friend's going to take me to that pub tonight, and we're going to have a few drinks after one. So, there's been a bridge here for 2,000 years. This is the 5th bridge, and it was opened 1973. The one before this, it now stands in America, in Arizona. It was sinking in the 60s, so we took it down. They shipped it to America, and it was rebuilt in the desert, Lake Havasu, Arizona. On the left-hand side, the Globe Theatre. William Shakespeare's Globe on the left. Tonight there'll be a performance at a capacity of 3,000 people. So umbrellas are not allowed, folks. And the bridge opened in the year 2000. And it was opened by our late Queen on a Saturday morning in the year 2000. And as thousands of people walked across, the bridge is starting to move. And as more people stepped on and they stepped into the swing, it got bigger and bigger. And had to close it quickly for 2 years. They added springs and weights beneath it to stop the bridge shaking as people walked across. Look on YouTube and you'll see it, people crawling over the bridge on the opening day. So it doesn't move anymore, and it did on the opening day. To your left, the building used to be a power station for South London. This is now art. It doesn't cost a penny to go inside that building. Free to visit the Tate Modern. And once you've entered that building, once you've had a good look around it, you might recognise this bridge as well from one of the Mission Impossible movies. When Tom Cruise's runs over the roof of the bridge on top. I've not seen it, but I actually watched him do it. Apparently, he does his own stunts, and he was running over this bridge. Solar panelled bridge, Blackfriars Railway. The tide, look in the river, the tide's coming towards us. Look how fast the tide is running. People jumping and they get swept away from it. You can't swim against the tide. All you can do is go with it. The tide leaves the boat out to sea. Now the area to the right is the city of London. And years ago on the right, that building with a black spire, 4 statues, 4 great men put there to inspire, standing with a ball, David Beckham. That is where Beckham went to school. And that was a joke. A gravy granule. You add boiling water to make this gravy. Very popular. On the roof of restaurants. Harvey Nichols. And now the tide is dropping, so it's a very clean river. There's a lot of fish in the river too, so you can actually eat the fish out the Thames. If you see people fishing on the wall, they're catching eels, very long eels in the River Thames. And in London, we like to eat jellied eels, so pieces of eels in a jelly. So it's very popular in London, jelly eels. So the sun's setting behind this bridge. You might have heard of another song as well, called Waterloo by ABBA. Stone from Dorset. When it rains, the outside gets a wash, and you can now see the difference underneath. Waterloo, the ladies' bridge. The Savoy Hotel, the building with a green tiled roof, very famous hotel. The most expensive room on the rooftop beneath the flag, the Royal Suite, £11,000 per night in the Royal Suite. Now you're from the twin Englands. We was given our leader as we helped to defeat Napoleon at the Battle of the River Line, the French fleet, and we were sent to the Needle by the Egyptian government. Apparently, they say if somebody waves back at you from this bridge, you're said to be very, very lucky. So a very lucky bridge, this one. So give the people a wave, and if you get a wave back, it brings 5 years bad luck. No, I'm only joking. It was actually 10 years bad luck. So we like to wave and it stops people throwing those. So we've had loads of things thrown on the body ship. To your left, the London Eye. It was the biggest in the world on a platform across the river, and they had to lift it into the upright position. There are 32 pods. There are 32 boroughs of London. and you can see all of them at the top on a clear day. In every pod, 25 people. And you can hire your own pod, you can hold an event, you can have a party in a pod. And what is now very popular, if you have a wedding license, you can get married on this road. You enter the pod yourself, the bride, a priest, 22 guests. And as you start going up, the service begins. When you make it to the top, they stop the wheel. And at the very top, looking all over London, you are then pronounced man and wife. And of course, you then kiss the bride. And then it's all downhill after that. You take that. To your left, the county hall, it's a hotel, the Marriott Hotel. Look at ground floor, and you've got Shrek's Adventure, London Dungeon, and Sea Life, the aquarium, in the building beneath the hotel on the left. Houses of Parliament. The official name of the building, the New Palace at Westminster. And this building, this is the seat to our fantastic British government. And that was the last joke of the journey, ladies and gentlemen. I'm glad you agree. The clock, everybody calls it Big Ben, but you can't see Big Ben from here. Big Ben is the bell. The clock is the great clock. The tower, Elizabeth Tower. You're going to hear a bell in 5 to bell, will be followed 7 times by Big Ben, and that will mark 7 o'clock. You hear Big Ben striking every hour throughout the day. So you could calling the bell Big Richard. It might have become a little bit inappropriate, let's say. They soon realised this and they changed it, using his middle name instead. Hence why we call it Big Ben and not Big Richard. And I'm glad to see that some of you do understand it. Some of you got that one, some of you got it. Some of you might get that one a bit later. And if you don't get that joke, I'll explain it to you and you leave the boat. Folks, we're going to go into the pier. There might be a bump, so do try your best to remain seated. Take your photos, find the seat as we go in to save any accidents. There's the